ISUPK.
Shalom, Israel. You know what I'm saying? We the ISUPK started at 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. If it's not of the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, it's not of the Lord, it's not the 100% flat or true. Right. Now, if you can give me the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 3. You know what I'm saying? Now, we come out here every Saturday when we can, you know, breaking up scriptures, you know, to giving the spiritual wisdom to our people, to get them to wake up out of the spiritual blindness and come back to the true power and obey. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good. God, the return of Christ is right around the corner. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3.
Con out of one con. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts.
In the last days, scoffers walking after their own lusts. What is a scoffer? A false teacher, a false messenger, a false prophet. False teachers, false messengers, false prophets shall come in the last days. Now this is the Bible letting you know, be aware. Read again.
Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days.
This is what the Bible says. These are the words of the Lord. In the last days, scoffers shall come, you know what I'm saying, deceiving people, dividing people. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can drop that and give me the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15 to 16. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's time for our people to wake up, you know what I'm saying, and come back to your true power and obey. Keep all his law, statutes, and commandments.
This is the book of Matthew, 7 and 15. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Now, this is the Bible putting you aware. Be aware of wolves that come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Verse 16.
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
Ye shall know them by their fruits, by the stuff that they produce, by their flaws, by their phoniness. You should know them by their fruits. Now, if you can drop that and give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 12.
This is the book of Proverbs, 15 and 12. A scorner loveth not one that reproveth him, neither will he go unto the wise.
A scoffer hates the one who corrects him, neither will he go to the wise. A scoffer, a false teacher, a false messenger, a false prophet, an impostor, a pretender, a delusional person hates the one who corrects him, neither will he go to the wise. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to come back to your true power and obey. You know what I'm saying? America is the last captivity of the children of Israel.
That's right.
Which one was the first one? Over there in Egypt, when we was in captivity under the Egyptians, your modern day people from Sudan, who got pushed down by the Arabs who now rule over their land. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we out here letting the black man know about his true nationality, that you is the true biblical Jew of this Bible and not no African. Right. The prophecy of the black man going on slavery in ships is in the Bible. If you can give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68.
It's the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships. The Greek word Egypto, meaning house of bondage. Continue.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
No, unto your friends.
Unto your enemies.
Unto people that want to integrate with you.
Unto your enemies. For bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Meaning that nobody can get you out of this living hell condition you're living in. That's where Martin Luther King failed. That's where Malcolm X failed. That's where the Black Panthers failed. That's where Marcus Garvey failed. That's when Turner failed. Because nobody will be able to get you out of this living hell condition you're living in America. Black men bought Christ. So anybody who tries to come before Christ, trying to get his people out of this living hell condition they're living in America, they are destined to fail. Because the Lord wants Christ to get the credit for his people coming out of this living hell condition they're living in. Right. God is not going to let Christ be discredited. You know what I'm saying? Right. So we are here letting the black men know that you is not no African. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All these nations like Sudan, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia, Mozambique, Madagascar, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Botswana, Lesotho, Namibia, Angola, Congo, Gabon, Central African Republic, Cameroon, Chad, Nigeria, Niger, Ghana, Ivory Coast, Mali, Burkina Faso, Liberia, Senegal, Sierra Leone, and the rest of the African nations. No African for none of these African countries that I just mentioned right now ain't got no place in the ISUPK, the original Hebrew Israelite group since 1969. These African nations and the government of America are fully aware that these Africans never saw their own people as slaves, but the wandering Jews of Israel who were fleeing Roman persecution around 70 AD and ended up in the west coast of Africa. The only people known living different from them in Africa. Those are the ones that these Africans sold as slaves to these oppressors, the Southern Kingdom tribe, the Southern Kingdom tribes. Tribe of Judah, you so-called African Americans in America, and some of y'all that live in Canada, you so-called Negroes. Us, the tribe of Benjamin, are black people from the islands of Jamaica, Bahamas, Turks and Caicos Islands, Bermuda, Cayman Islands, Aruba, Grenada, Barbados, Anguilla, Dominica, Montserrat, Curacao, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Antigua, Barbuda, Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and Grenadines, Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana, Belize, the U.S. Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, Guadeloupe and Martinique, the so-called West Indies, and the tribe of Levi are so-called Haitian people from the island of Haiti. We're not the same people with those Africans. We're not part of the same family with those Africans. Now, if you can drop that and give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 38. You know what I'm saying? Now, we coming out here preaching to our people the true knowledge, but it was meant for all of our people to get this. Some of our people, even after hearing this, they're going to continue with their rebellion, with their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? It was meant for all of our people to get this. Read on.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians 14 and 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
That's a commandment of the Bible. If any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? That it wasn't meant for all of our people to get this. You know what I'm saying? If any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. Leave them alone. Stop trying to convince them. You know what I'm saying? If they don't seem to get it, what the Lord did it intended for them to get it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't meant for all of our people to get this. You know what I'm saying? This Bible is of Israel, written by Israel for Israel. If you think this Bible is the Bible of your oppressors or was written by your oppressors, you living in a fantasy world. You living in delusions. Satan is playing mind games with y'all. You'll act worse than them people from LA. Because a lot of people nothing but wannabes, thinking very ignorant, too materialistic, not too honest with themselves. All they care about is living the moment, living all delusional, because Hollywood got the mind so corrupt. But this Chicago, this is not a Hollywood town. Y'all should be better off and living in reality and accept it for what it is. And accept the fact that the God of this Bible is the God of the black man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you can drop that and give me the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10.
This is the book of 1 Timothy 6 and 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
For the love of money is the root of all evil. Because for the love of money, you will cheat, you will manipulate, you will bear false witness against your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You will create wars like this devil who creates these wars with these other nations to steal off their natural resources, their wealth. You will try to take for credit stuff that doesn't apply to you. You will misguide people with false teachings, with false information for your own personal gain, to get them to come together, to use them as a merchandise commodity for your own lustful success, to lead the high life. For the love of money is the rule of all evil. Because when you love money more than the things of the Lord, you are evil in the sight of the Lord. Now, if you can drop that and give me the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9. I'm saying, now we giving out the scriptures to our people, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
This is the book of Isaiah 30 and 9.
Yeah.
That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Continue.
Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
Prophesy deceits, stuff and contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord. Now, if you can drop that and give me the book of Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children.
The Lord say woe. These are the words of the Lord. The Lord say woe.
Saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me.
Not of the things of the Lord.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Okay, if you can drop that and give me the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 12.
This is the book of 2 Peter 2 and 12. But these, as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not, and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Now these are not the words. These are the words of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? These are not the words. These are the words of the Lord. Read again.
But these, as natural brute beasts, made
Just like animals that were created as a food resource for humans or other animals,
made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not,
the Bible, continue,
and shall utterly perish in their own corruption.
Now these are the words of the Lord. This is what the Lord speaking against false teachers, false messengers, false prophets. You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord letting it be known. That's the whole purpose of them being around. They are reserved to be made an example by the Lord, to send a message to the generation ahead about punishments are evildoers. You know what I'm saying? Now, the last scripture, if you can drop that and give me the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 20 to 21.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 20. Nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? Have not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?
So here's the Lord let it be known that some people were made for honor and other people for dishonor. We the ISUPK, you know what I'm saying, coming out of 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, you know what I'm saying, that's my time. Shalom, Israel.